All right, let's get to some other issues now. The National Identity Management Commission, as NIN says, refuted claims that its servers have experienced outages as Nigerians flock to telecom shops for the verification of their national identification number. In a statement issued last week by its head of corporate communications, the commission emphasized that more than 10,000 enrollment centers, both within Nigeria and abroad, are currently assisting citizens. Data shows that the national identification numbers enrollment rate has slowed to an average of about 648,000 people per month in 2024. That's from January to September, down from 1 million enrollments per month during the same period in 2023. Now, there are reports of delays at enrollment centers leading to loss of man hours. Join us now to discuss what's causing this. We have Ebele Alaka. She's the CEO of Ebele Alaka Consult. We also have Mr. Remy Olofin, is the Prince Remy Olofin, is the CEO of Remy Investment. They're both joining me right here in the studio. It's great to have you both.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So I know you're in the business of NIN enrollment, and when we look at the state of the country, right now, Nigerians are having to deal with a lot when it comes to, rising prices. Nigerians are also having to deal with deadlines when it comes to NIN enrollment and all of that, wasting man hours, at most of these centers, trying to get, verified. That's most of these numbers. But at the end of the day, everyone's wondering, why do Nigerians have to always deal with all these issues? Is there an easier way to get Nigerians enrolled without them having to, get to these centers? And why are we seeing a reduction in the enrollment numbers from 1 million per month to about 600,000? I'll start with you, Ma.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, there's always an easier way of doing things, but then talking about what we have and the reasons why numbers are dropped, there are so many factors. First of all, we could talk about the fact that maybe the number of people to be enrolled have reduced also. That's number one. But also look at the fact that the enrollers themselves some of them have been disenfranchised in one way or the other. So sometimes enrollment
That's the people
activity,
in the business of enrolling.
The people that are enrolling, there are a lot of issues with the people that have been put in the business of enrolling, especially the independent enrollment officers. I'm one of them, and I know that there's been challenges, and so that could also be one of the reasons why numbers have dropped, because in the past 1 year, thereabouts, a lot of them have been stopped from enrolling. So if they are not enrolling, of course, that means the number of enrollments will definitely reduce. So that could be one of the reasons.
So you're telling me now that the people that are supposed to be enrolling, the citizens at this point, we're seeing a drop in that?
Yes, I can categorically say that there's a reduced number of enrollers. I don't know what NIMC is doing right now. Maybe they are trying to recruit more people, but I know that a large number of people that have been enrolling in the past have not been able to because of different challenges.
Right.
Yes.
And definitely a lot of challenges at this point. But let me come to you, Prince Remy. Definitely, we're seeing now that there are challenges with the enrollers. That's those centers, that are out there, enrolling people. I'm sure they're not doing it for free. I'm sure it's business, at the end of the day. But talk to me about the issues that these enrollers are having in enrolling people.
The problem there is this. When they employ us as an agent, we are supposed to register people free. So people are coming there to come and register because it's free of charge. You understand? But then the government promised to pay us per month as we enroll people. But up to now, they did that for about 3 months, and they stopped for almost going to 2 years now. We will not be paid. And after that, they stop with the agents that you're supposed to connect to the grassroots to register them. They disenfranchised us. They did not give us the license back again. So the thing is just upside down.
So that means the enrollers, some of these enrollers are not happy.
They are not happy
at this point, and that's why we're seeing,
yes.
A drop in enrollment. But how is that impacting new enrollers at this point? New people coming into the business?
Yeah, a lot of they now reduce people that will register. Before, we have, at least with the agents, are many on the field. We go to nooks and crannies of the cities to register. But now they put about 2 or 3 people in a place, go and register in local government or go to the NIMC office in their state. So that's why you see a lot of people going there to register. Unlike before that, they will come, we have so many offices that they will go. But now it has been reduced to about 3 or 4 places in the state. So,
right, and we've also heard from NIMC, they've talked about upgrades when it comes to their system, that could be the reason why we're seeing
we've been on that for almost a year plus. They said they are going to give us upgrade. We people that are using Windows. And up to now, they stop us from registering people.
The truth of the matter is that the upgrades have been mentioned so many times, and it seems like each time there is a talk about upgrade, the capacity of the enroller to work more effectively is affected. We are talking from the experience, because each time they have given us an upgrade, our capacity to do certain things that we are supposed to do as enrollers is reduced. And also, even though, like I said, I know that NIMC is getting new people to enroll, even though the older ones are still disenfranchised, they haven't been paid, and their licenses have been withdrawn, so we cannot enroll anymore. But the elephant in the building is that enrollers are owed. We are supposed to be paid every month. At the end of each month, there's a commission to be paid so that you don't have to charge the citizens. Now, at the end of each month, those commissions are usually, especially for overhead costs, payment of staff, your rental, payment of rent. Those are some of the things that we are supposed to use the commissions to defray. But because those things are not paid month on end, I think from 2022 to when the license was withdrawn in 2023, October, those commissions were not paid. And up till now, even those are still working, since then, when some of the licenses were renewed, up till today, from January 2024 to this is September, commissions have not been paid.
That's quite interesting, and I'll definitely like to hear from NIMC. I'm definitely going to reach out to NIMC and find out, about this issue of non-payment of commissions to older, enrollers. And I guess that's what's leading to this drop in enrollments that we're seeing on a month-to-month basis and even on a year-on-year basis. But we're here in NIMC planning to enroll 2.5 million people monthly. That's a plan, and I'm sure that's why we're getting most of these.
No,
upgrades.
we did register a lot of people when we were on field.
Right.
That's why then you see the rise in the people registered that we registered.
Because I think the average was about 1 million people per month.
Yes.
That was the average.
Yes.
But now NIMC is planning to enroll 2.5 million. That's the plan, going forward. What are the risks to this plan?
Well, if NIMC is planning to enroll 2.5 people per monthly, right. Okay. I know that it's doable because in the past when we were enrolling, I know that NIMC had targets, which we were proud to. They announced that we met those targets, even though our own challenges were still there. But NIMC was proud to celebrate that those targets were met. So if there is a target this year, NIMC has to put in place, whatever it takes to make sure that those targets are met. We know that the reason why the targets were met in part was NIMC employed or enrolled, not enrolled is not the word, got in independent enrollers across board, across the country, even in the diaspora, to ensure that these targets are met. Now, if you have those people, you have to keep them happy, at least meeting your own part of the deal. So if you have independent enrollers that you are not paying salary, you are not earning anything, whatever it is that is your own part in the agreement has to be met.
And all of these people we see, trying to enroll in most of these centers, because I visited a center recently, there were a lot of people
waiting.
And there were complaints that, system is down, there's issues with all of that. And, people come to those offices, they have things they're doing, they have a business to run. Yeah. They come to the enrollment center, they cannot get enrolled, they have to leave after maybe missing a business opportunity somewhere. What do you say is the solution to this?
What knows the solution to these things? We know that for you, if you want to have solution, you have to make things work. Okay. If you want faster enrollment, you train people to do the work better, and also you make sure that the people are motivated properly to do whatever they are doing. Across board, there's system failures, and there's people failure. So those are the two things that NIMC has to look at. Technically, the system failures have to be handled by NIMC. Their systems, their servers, the apps, the platforms, the back end, the communication systems, and all that. Then for the people also, the training, the motivation, positive motivation, remuneration. Instead of bullying and threatening and withdrawing licenses at every point, we should look at other ways to make things, make these people, the enrollers, for instance, to train them properly, to which they have done once. Of course, they have called us for trainings and certifications and all that, and to keep that training, to keep the certification, to keep monitoring. And because of the monitoring, there are central independent enrollment partners that they have that we work under. So those partners are the ones that monitor what we do and make sure that things are working properly. And I dare to say that between 2021 and 2022, things were much better. That was when we were running, we were doing enrollment and all that, things were much better. But now, a high percentage of the independent enrollers that were used in those periods have not been paid. They've not been settled, and a lot of us took loans, and the central bank loans. NISRA bank loans. NISRA is a baby of central bank, if I might say. It's a bank that is controlled by central bank and some other government entities, organizations that put it together to ensure that people get loans to start businesses and be able to, it was a way of helping, what's the word for it? Helping to grow those that need to grow. Right,
because at the end of it, it's a business and you need a lot of inputs.
So when that the loan was gotten for us, was negotiated for us, it was agreed that we will pay back based on the commissions that central bank or that NIMC is going to pay. At the end of each month, they will pay, and NISRA Bank will take their own percentage of it. That way, we are supposed to defray in a period of 5 years. Okay, so that's I'm just trying to give you an example of some of the challenges that the people are having.
So at the end of the day,
the commission is not paid.
So you can't pay back the
loan is not being paid, and central bank is targeting individual accounts and taking out money from there forcefully to defray these loans, which is not part of the agreement. So if those things are there, people are disenfranchised. They will not work.
So it'll be hard to meet this target of 2.5
so even
million
the new people that are coming in, that you are bringing in, they're also hearing what is happening. A lot of them, you now see that people are now turning it into a business. They are trying to frustrate the people so that they can get, when people are delayed or frustrated, they pay more.
Okay.
I'm just trying to show you a scenario.
Yeah.
So people want to, I've waited for 1 week, 2 weeks. Somebody said I can fast track it for you if you bring 40,000. I'm just giving an
Because
example.
we see corruption
so you see
seeping in
that
there.
all those things happen and they slow down the system.
Right.
And
Okay.
there's no reason why NIMC should take, the enrollment should take more than 30 minutes, and the feedback should take more than 2 days. It's something that we have done, so I know that it's doable.
All right, so much to unpack there, definitely, and I would reach out to NIMC to also get their side of this issue, because if the enrollers are not happy, then we might have an issue hitting that target. But I want to thank you both for coming on the show. Mr. Bele Alaka, CEO, Bele Alaka Consultant. We have Mr. Remy Olofin is CEO of Remy Investment. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming on, and definitely we're going to keep this conversation going. Because we don't want Nigerians wasting man hours at most of these enrollment centers when they should be working. But we'll take a break now. When we come back, we're going to head straight to the markets. That's in a moment.